Welcome to the science of cars. Our world is so complex, but the basic science is easy to understand. There are billions of cars and trucks on our world. Let's see the science to make cars in 7 easy steps. Pour or cast very hot liquid metal into a mold. The liquid metal cools into solid shape. This makes the engine. The big holes are for pistons. Other holes are for cooling. The liquid metal has more heat, just like how water can be ice, liquid, or steam. How hot is the liquid metal? Iron melts at 5 times the heat to cook pizza. Wheels and cases are cast too. Many plastic parts like this steering wheel are cast also. Next, engine piston holes are polished to just the right size. Pound or forge hot metal into shapes. Hot metal is hammered between these tools to make the crankshaft. The shaft will turn over 1,000 times a minute. The secret science is in groups of atoms called grains. For example, wood grows with grains. When liquid metal cools, it has unordered random grains. Forging forces the grains to all line up in the same direction. It makes pounded parts stronger. This includes piston, rods, and heads. Engine parts are put together or sub-assembled. In the engine, gas burns and pushes the piston down to turn the crankshaft. We need more parts to get the turning to the tires. Gears change to transmit turning. Gears are circles with teeth. Triangle tools cut apart chips to make the gear teeth. This is like scissors cutting paper and a knife peeling an apple. Can openers, pizza cutters, and axes are examples. Triangle-shaped tools cut apart pieces of warm metal to make gears. Other gears change the amount of power and speed output from the engine. These gears can change the turning direction from the engine to the perpendicular tires. Before we make the tires, we need to understand pressure. Pressure is the amount of force that pushes onto something. For tires, layers of rubber and wire are pressed together and heated in a mold to make hollow tires. Cars ride on tires full of air pressure. Brakes stop the car with pressure on brake fluid in tubes that press on the wheels. Next, our car needs a frame for support and shape. Push warm sheet metal between tools to form frame parts. These huge machines make frame parts that uses pressure, like the weight of over 1,000 elephants. About half of the car's weight is made of press-formed parts. This includes the frame, roof, and doors. Next, we need to join the frame pieces together. Spot weld uses heat from electricity to melt small points. The liquid hot spots cool and join the frame parts together. Robots make thousands of spot welds to assemble the frame. Flowing electricity makes heat. This heater, toaster, and light bulb are examples. Doors are spot welded too. Next, we paint the car. First, the car is dipped into the undercoat. This keeps the car from rusting or corroding. Next, the middle coat is sprayed onto the car. This fills in places that are not smooth. Last, the top coat is painted onto the car. This is the color that we see. This is like how static energy zaps doorknobs or like lightning flows from the sky to earth. Negative paint flows to the positive frame. This is called electrostatic painting. Next, we need somewhere to sit down. First, weave threads into cloth. Second, cut the colored cloth into pieces. Third, sew the fabric pieces and stuffing together to make high-wear chairs. Last, we put together or assemble all the car parts. This automated assembly tool installs major systems. Robots do heavy lifting and strong assembling. People do delicate work like installing windshields. The windshield is glued in place. Nuts and bolts twisted or torqued to hold parts together. Also, nuts and bolts are great for removable parts like wheels. We feel torque when we twist open a jar. Next, the car is tested to make sure all the systems work properly. Now the car is ready for us to drive. Almost over. Science is in all the steps that make cars. Pour the engine with heat. Pound crankshafts until groups of grains line up. Cut apart gears with triangle tools. Push sheet metal into molds with pressure to form frame parts. Spot weld the frame assembly with thousands of small circles of electric heat. Paint with negatively charged spray onto positively charged parts. Finally, put the car all together with twisting torque and other ways to assemble. Cars look very complex, but the basic science inside is so easy to understand. Those who know science go farther in life.
See the catalog for more Alfred books. Printed copies are also available on Amazon. Over 4 million free Alfred ebooks and videos have been downloaded. Subscribe now!